it's hockey. No, wrong place, sorry. Anyway, welcome here. Some of you didn't get a program. They didn't, there was a mistake. They only ran off 60, I'm off again, only ran off 60 instead of 130. So Helen is coming around if you'd like a program. Now, without further ado, I'd like to start by His Worship Mayor Larry Jangla coming up and giving a greeting on behalf of the City of Courtenay. And I know Larry very well, and I appreciate this man. He's a man of principle, and you don't get many politicians like that today, regardless of whether you agree with his politics or not. Let's give him a big hand.
Thank you, Ken, for that kind introduction. It's always a pleasure for Jeanette and I to be here for any of these events, but especially an event such as this, because my lovely wife is a product of a McKee and a McCallum. So you can't get much more Scottish than that. So on behalf of the City of Courtenay, I'm really pleased to welcome you and thank you for doing this. And thank you to all the volunteers and all of the people who have put time into putting this event on. And I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to do the Scottish grace, but you have to remember, it should probably be Ron should be coming up here and doing it, but anyhow, because he has the accent and everything. But I'm going to do it with the Finn accent, so it won't be correct, but I'll do my very best. Some hae meat and canna eat, and some want eat that want it. But we hae meat and we can eat, so let the Lord be thanked. Thank you all.
Thanks very much, Larry. Okay, we'll start with the Parade of the Haggis with Piper Rob York of the Courtenay Legion, Jerry Smith, the Haggis Bearer, and Willie Thompson, a newcomer to the valley. Willie has only lived here about 2 months, but he's already dove in with both feet. I met him at the New Year's dance, and I was handing out flyers for this, handbills. And Willie says, "Can I do the Toast of the Haggis?" I says, "You sure can." Because our regular George McFarlane is over at the same time as this at the Berwick doing it. I can do it too, but I'd rather share the workload. So without further ado, we will have the address to the Haggis by Willie Thompson, Piper Rob York, and Jerry Smith, the Haggis Bearer. Thank you.
We do have a haggis. Ladies and gentlemen, please sit down. Wow. Good haggis. Fair Foyers, Son Seaface, great chieftain of the Puddin race. Aboon the Maya, tack your place. Page, Tripe, Thurm. Well are your worthy ever grace, as long's my arm. The grown adventure, there you fill. Your hurdies like a distant hill. Your pin would help to mend the mill in time of need. And through your pores, the dews distill like amber mead. His knife, see your rustic labour dict, and catch you up with ready slicked. Trenching your gushing entrails bright like Oney Ditch. Then what a glorious sight, warm reeking, rich. Then horn for horn they stretch and strive, deal take the hindmost on the drive, till all their well-swelled kites belie are bent like drums. Then all good man makes life to ride, bethink it comes. Is there old his French ragout, or olio would stow a sou, or fricassee would make us spew, with perfect scunner, looks down, we sneer and scorn for you and stick a dinner? Poor devil, see him o'er his trash, as feckless as a withered rash, as spindle shank a good whiplash, as neve a knit, or bloody flood or field to dash, oh how unfit. But mark, the rustic haggis fed, the resounding earth resounds his tread. Clap in his wally neve a blade, he'll mack it whistle, and arms and legs and heads will sned like taps with thistle. Ye powers that make mankind your care and dish them out their bill of fare, all Scotland wants nae skinking ware that jumps in luggies. But if you wish your grateful prayer, here a haggis. Gentlemen, the haggis.
Thank you very much. Now you might wonder why I do this. Well, if you grew up in a household where your my father died 57 years ago on Wednesday, but if you grew up in a household where your father sang from morning to night in English and Gaelic and whistled in between, probably sang himself to sleep, sang in his sleep, you couldn't help but do this. And you people are beneficiaries of my father's thinking. You're only paying $20. Try and find a Burns Luncheon anywhere else for $20. Also, you're eating real butter. Because not knowingly, butter would never pass my father. Only butter would pass my father. No. Margarine would never pass my father's lips. I remember him saying to me one time with a stern kind of smirk on his face, talking about the neighbors next door. They use margarine. Okay, and I want to make a few announcements of upcoming events. First of all, I want to thank the Evergreen Club. Janet Hutchinson, Deanne McCrae, we'll later thank the cooks again, the janitors. They're just a tremendous group of people to work with who believed in this and gave it a chance. Now, it probably helped that Janet's father is from Scotland. But anyway, they did a tremendous job, and they do a tremendous job doing community events like this. And they're wonderful people to work with. And also the Comox record people, Terry Farrell and Aaron Hallischuk, and the Watson, David Parkinson of the Watson Digest. I'm probably going to forget somebody, so thank them all. Let's have a big hand for these people. Okay, also, there's a few events upcoming. Here's Janet. Now let's have a big hand for Janet. Now Helen did all the place settings. She's over there. Thank you, Helen. Coming up is Trash and Treasures. And I know some of you are hoarders, so you're going to have a lot of stuff to get. Yeah. Like my friend George Bentham used to say, he says, which of you shop at the thrift shop? Put up your hands. The rest of you, you're all liars, because I saw that coat on the rack last week. And then he'd go into his little thrift shop song. It's Sunday, January 28th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So that's this Sunday. Trash and Treasures. It's a flea market, artisan works, new items, and more. And tables are only $20 if you want a table, and you've got to get right down there and register as soon as possible because your time is running out. The other thing is the Georgia Strait Band is hosting a big band dance at the Native Sons Hall on February the 17th, 7:30 p.m. The tickets are $15 for members or $18 for non-members. By the way, Janet, your chair is up here. You're right up here by Mayor Jangla. You can get to know him better. Okay, 18 for non-members. Ticket price includes coffee, tea, and dessert, cash bar. They're the same group that puts on the July the 1st dance at the Native Sons. And the third one is the All Nations Variety Show. That's a fundraiser headed up by Doris Weislein. Sunday, March 4th from 1 to 4 p.m. It's a talented variety show. Tickets are $15. You can get them here at the desk too. It's put on by the Indigenous Women Sharing Society and the Multicultural Society, which is under, what's the lady that runs the Multicultural? Jen Lind. And it's hosted by the Evergreen Club. And then finally, you'll see these group of ladies performing today. We're putting on a gospel concert for our annual fundraiser on May 4th this year. Is it the 5th? Am I wrong here?
I think it's the 5th.
June, correct me. No, I think it's the 5th. I get numbers going in my head. It's the 5th, this Sunday, 2 p.m. It's right here. It's going to be the best of old-time gospel, and it'll blow your socks off, like they usually do. Okay, now we'll have the food. Just check with the cooks. Are we ready? Okay, now the table draw goes this way. It goes Burns songs. And by the way, I've made a special arrangement with certain people. The sound man has to eat first, because he won't be ready for the second half. Along with the first entertainers, photographer Peter Sinclair from Scotland, the photographer and his lovely wife, Barbara? Gladys, sorry. Okay, another mistake. They're going to eat first. Second is Mayor Jangla and his table. And then the rest of you, we're going to pick out of a hat. Oh, the entertainers go last. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
Because if we... Yeah, go ahead. Okay, now, I had my little envelope with tickets in. Just got to find it here. It's not sitting on my table. Okay, here it is. In order to make this unbiased, there's no tickets in here. This way. There's sorry, this is here they are. I made up last year's empty envelopes. I did this at the Legion the last 3 years. Okay, now I'm just going to read them off, 2 tables at a time. There we go. A Bard's Epitaph. Where's that? There you go. Next, we have My Heart's in the Highlands. Okay, you folks, go ahead. Start down there.